Hey, it's Beck here, and today's video is on, are you sick of being bloated? When you get bloated, it's uncomfortable, it feels horrible. So I wanted to share with you today my favorite tips to help my clients and the tips that I share with my clients each and every day to help with their bloating, but also the things that are a snapshot of the things that we go through in our Love Your Gut program, which is starting on the 5th of May. So I've got my notes in front of me, you'll see me looking across. We love helping people with bloating because I've had really bad bloating in the past and I know how uncomfortable it can be. My number one tip to consider is to chew your food well. Often people come to me and they're gulping down their food and they're not chewing their food well. If you don't chew your food, you're not breaking it down into its small pieces, but also you're not signaling your stomach that food is coming in. You're not paying attention to your food if you're not chewing your food well. So that can cause a lot of digestive problems further down. So if you're having a lot of bloating, please consider how you're eating your food. We get very caught up in the types of foods that we're eating, but reflect on how you're eating your food. Are you chewing it well? Are you chewing your food 20 times? It's actually recommended to chew your food 20 times. If that seems overwhelming, even just start with 10, maybe even 5. But ensure you're chewing your food and you're paying attention to your food. The next one coming into paying attention is eat mindfully without distraction. If you're constantly eating on the go, if you're eating rushed, if you're eating distracted, you're not paying attention to your food. The issue there is your body doesn't get the signals, like I said, even with chewing. It's not getting the signals to release the right gastric juices, and that can cause a lot of bloating as well. So number 1, chew your food. Then number 2, make sure that you're paying attention to what you're putting in your body. Are you paying attention, or are you looking at your phone? Are you reading? Are you watching the news? Are you eating on the go? That will heavily impact on how you feel in your whole digestive system and can cause bloating. Number 3 is ensuring that you're actually moving your bowels. We can feel extremely bloated if we're not having regular bowel movements. A lot of us don't like to talk about this, but it's one of the biggest things that will cause bloating. So make sure that you're having a regular bowel movement each day. It's a snake as well. You don't want to have poor bowel movements. And if you find your bowels aren't regular, my biggest tip is the good old lemon water. Having a big lemon water first thing in the morning with half hot water, half room temperature. So I'll just boil some water, pour that in, and then just top it up with cool water to make it warm, and then half a lemon first thing in the morning can really help regulate your digestive system, but it's also waking up your digestive system. Anything sour and bitter stimulates our gastric secretion because we actually have sour, bitter receptors from our stomach all the way through our whole gut. So that will help stimulate your gastric secretion and help move your bowels. So if you're having issues with that, that's a whole nother topic and video. This is just a quick snapshot, but actually not moving your bowels can cause huge problems with bloating. Now, one of the things that people think about the most, because they don't always think about how they're eating their food, if they're eating mindfully and if they're moving their bowels, but food sensitivities. A lot of us are suffering with food sensitivities and we aren't connected to them or aren't maybe realizing that those are causing the issue. A couple that we do see a lot is gluten and dairy. Those are the 2 big food sensitivities that we see, but we also see people with soy and egg sensitivities as well. In our Love Your Gut program, we actually do an elimination phase and we remove some of those foods and we put in foods that heal the gut. In that time, when we remove those foods, you can connect with your body and see how those foods made you feel. If you're getting a lot of bloating, it could be to do with those food sensitivities and they could be causing you digestive issues. So we like to reduce those foods, eliminate them, then reintroduce them to see how you feel. A lot of the time people will have resolved issues when they do eliminate some of those and we start to heal the gut. Healing the gut is going to help with your bloating too. So in our Love Your Gut program, we have eating plans that have an elimination phase, but it's not for too long. It's actually only for 2 weeks because then we focus on nourishing the gut. I'm a big believer in putting in the right kinds of foods that help nourish our digestive system so that we resolve some of our gut issues. A lot of them can be resolved by improving our nutrition and helping a lot with our food. But it's not only that, our program's a little bit different. We're working on your mindset too. looking at how we're eating our food, the story that we're telling ourselves each and every day. If we're rushed, if we're stressed, all those things will heavily impact on your gut. If you're someone that's watching this video right now and you're like, okay, I am so much more bloated, or my IBS symptoms are worse when I'm stressed, that's something that we do look at in our Love Your Gut program, because I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't look at your stress levels when we're trying to heal your gut. Stress plays a huge role on our digestive system, and I can't stress that enough. So our Love Your Gut program is starting on the 5th of May in a couple of weeks. I'm going to put the details in the comments because for some reason it wouldn't let me copy and paste it into the live video. I'm not the best with technology, but it just wouldn't let me do it then. Normally does. And it's a 6-week program run on in a Facebook group, a private Facebook group. In that private Facebook group, I do 2 videos a week. Sometimes I'll add in an extra one, but I promise that I'll do 2 videos a week educating you on gut health and how to heal your gut, not only with foods, but also with mindset. We talk a lot about our mindset and how we're eating our food, which I think is a really big missing component from a lot of different programs. You also will be doing it with other people, and the good thing about that is they'll be asking questions, you'll be asking questions, and you actually have me for 6 weeks and Fiona to actually answer any questions that you may have on gut health and your overall health. Every Friday we put up a post in our Love Your Gut group, and you have the opportunity to ask any questions you like and we'll answer them on the Saturday. So you have the support from us, the support from other people doing the program, our beautiful eating plans that help guide you through the phases of healing your gut, and our educational videos. So all these things are put together to help you resolve your gut issues. Me and Fiona have been working on people's gut health for a really long time now. I've been working on people's gut health for 8 years, and I feel like I've really narrowed it down to a really awesome program now. It's forever changing, and we're always improving because nutrition is always changing and we're always doing new research. But I think that you will really enjoy it. So if you're having issues with bloating and you are sick of your bloating, I'll put the link below and you can click on that. And I would love to see you in our Love Your Gut program. All right, bye.